Hey, so it's my birthday, right? And I don't know, I just kind of felt like for my birthday this year, I'm going to share with you guys some of my struggles, like the real struggles that I went through, I guess, in my 20s. So obviously, I'm in my Jesus years. I'm very excited to be in my Jesus years. And I believe that there's something amazing specifically about the 30, like just from 30 into the years. But yeah, I'm going to just share with you. So I might post one a day, I might post two a day, I might post one today, and then tomorrow, and then kind of skip. But I'm gonna try and post every day. Anyway, so for today, what I would like to share is, so I mean, this is very exposing, right? And I think maybe just part of why I want to do this is, first of all, because I really just, like, I don't know, I wake up in my spirit today and I just felt like, yeah, like maybe people just need to see some of your struggles, and some of the stuff I've overcome and some of the stuff I'm still struggling with. But I mean, we'll just wing it. But secondly is, I really just want to put it, I'm almost kind of like just want to put the vibes out there, um, against the perfect life, if I can call it that, of social media. Just, like, maybe just to, I don't know if I'm reminding you or if I'm reminding me, that, like, that life is real, and that just sometimes it's back. Okay, anyway, so I spoke for a minute and a half now on I don't know what, but here is the thing for today. So today, what am I going to share today? See, I think it would actually help me if I like plan what I'm going to talk about, but I also don't want to do that because I don't know what the days are going to feel like, and I want to be able to just speak. Okay, so that's 2 minutes. Okay, so today, what am I sharing today? Today, I want to share about, what do I want to share about? What are some of the things I struggle with? Okay, so anybody that knows me, like knows me, knows that my childhood wasn't the greatest, right? I mean, the biggest challenge that I had, or that I was exposed to from the womb, really, even up to now, has been rejection. And that's really been what kind of Satan is used to, try and chow me. And when I was younger, it was a lot tougher, but I thank God for His grace, because I really think that there were certain things, like, there's specific tangible things that I can see where He was just kind of protecting me. But one of the things that I really struggled with was because from a young age, I kind of saw that, okay, there's this fight, or there's this struggle in getting people to accept me. What I then did was I kind of threw myself into the extreme on the opposite end, right? And I became the person that, well, I don't care what you think of me. So it's not that I didn't, it's like, okay, so in order to combat not being liked or not being loved in the way that I wanted to be, I kind of threw myself to say, well, then I just don't care. And it was great, because there were moments where, like, in myself, I found that I wasn't enough, so I had to kind of go outside of me. And I think God really used that as an opportunity to just pull certain people into my life that really grounded me. And one of the biggest lessons that I learned there was really just the ability of people to fill in specific roles in your life. So if you know me, you know that there's like a few people that I call my mom, and that's really just because, the function of motherhood was played by many women in my life. And my mom and I talk about it all the time, and I'm just like, you didn't love me. um, but, but it's I mean, it's not a laughing matter, right? But one of the things that I've told her, and I will continue to tell her, is what I loved about, or the one thing that I appreciated, was even though I didn't feel like I was getting what I needed from her, she made sure that there were the women that surrounded her, and that then, because they were surrounded me, were in a place for me to tap into. So, like, yes, I wouldn't get something from her, but I was able to get to get that very thing from a friend of hers, you know. And I think it took a lot of maturity for her to not like be immature about it, you know, like, no, this is my child, you know, I will protect her, I will love her like this, or whatever. I think it took a lot of maturity for her to kind of find herself in that space, and just be open to sharing the role of motherhood, you know, of fatherhood in that space. Obviously, I mean, I don't think she did it on purpose. I don't know, actually. Mom, did you do it on purpose? So I don't know if she did it on purpose or not, but I do know that she was intentional about having, about the people that she had close to her, and then exposing those people to us. And that was really great. So I'm actually not sure if I'm trying to kind of get to a lesson at the end of the day, or if I'm just sharing, but this one has a lesson, okay? And the encouragement that I really want to leave you as we just go into the weekend, giving you some time to think maybe, is there are many situations in life where we think we need things from people. Oh yeah, maybe I should talk about expectations tomorrow. But anyway, there are many situations in life where we think we need things from people, and they end up disappointing us in those areas. And what I want to encourage you to do is look to see who has God given you, who else has God given you, that is willing to partner with you around that situation. Because one of the things that I think I found, or no, it wasn't, okay, it's not something that I found, but I heard it said once. KG said it at a camp actually once, and it you know, it kind of took me aback, was that children don't decide who their parents are. You know, if you see a child, you can ask the child, where's your mom, or where's your dad, where's your parent? But it's parents that have the responsibility to care for the children. And we were having a conversation, I think, just around, you know, in spirituality. I was telling him, you know, I've never had spiritual parents. I don't know why God is just denying me, and now all I have is I have to go to him directly. And, you know, and he was just like, but Katie, if you find yourself constantly going to people asking them, hey, don't you want to be a spiritual parent to me? You're actually throwing off the balance of things, because a father will stand and say, this is my son. You know, a mother will stand and say, this is my son. It's not the other way around, which is what's so great about the story that we have in Christ, right? Is that God came and said, hey, this is my son. You know, like he comes to me, he says, you know, Katako, there she is, that is my son. You know, I adopt her into my kingdom. So I don't find myself constantly having to go to him and being like, oh, hey, you know, oh, hey, you know, oh, hey, you know. But he is aware, you know, the desire, the attitude, the willingness comes from him, and as the father, you know, as the parent. So I think it's one of those things that I think if I didn't notice early on in my life would have been very different. And like I said, especially because I was thrown to the other extreme, right? I mean, outside of that, I can express myself. Outside of that parenting sphere, I still really struggle, because I do, like, you know, situations where people are like, Katie, you should care in this situation. And I'm like, I don't care. You know, as long as I'm happy with it, I'll do what I want. Call it independence or rebellion or whatever you call it. But outside of that parenting situation, it is something that I still struggle with. And I mean, I will continue to work on it. Thank God for grace, right? But if you are running away from an extreme on the one side, just be careful not to throw yourself to the other extreme. And if you have thrown yourself to the other extreme, maybe just open yourself up to see what God can show you in the in-between. Because I think there's something really pretty, really beautiful, even in the in-between. So, yeah. Community, guys, we weren't meant to do life alone. I think it's amazingly important. It's fundamentally important that we learn to embrace the communities that we have if they are healthy. And if they are not, that we learn to build healthy environments for community. Okay, Shabbai.